Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is all about the spring summer trends that you need to know about for 2020. I am so excited for spring to get here. It's been really miserable weather in London recently, so I'm very ready for some warmer weather. I'm going to be going through this trend by trend, also showing you the pieces that I'm adding to my wardrobe, but also sharing some tips and tricks about how to make the trends a little bit more wearable for your wardrobe. So I hope you guys enjoy this and let's get started. So the first trend is Houndstooth, and this is definitely nothing new. Houndstooth has been around for decades. It's a very classic print, but it seems to be everywhere for 2020, and this is definitely one that I was excited about incorporating into my wardrobe. I love the print, I think it's beautiful, and it's also very wearable as well. So the piece that I added was this gorgeous skirt. This is just a knit skirt. It is a pencil skirt style, so very wearable and also great for transitioning from day to evening. It's only from H&M as well, so it's incredibly affordable. It does have that kind of mixed size houndstooth print all over, and it's very stretchy and comfortable, and also very flattering as well. Really easy just to team with a necklace, sweater, blouse, whatever you wanted to, and I think it works just as well with flats as it does with heels as well. Very excited about this, but also just loving this trend in general. The best thing about Houndstooth is because it's been around so long, you know, you're going to get a good amount of wear out of it, and it's good not just for spring, summer, but also beyond in the colder months as well. The next trend for 2020 are granny knits, and this can take a few different forms, from a vintage inspired sweater to a chunky cardigan. You want to be a little bit more careful with this one though, because obviously you want to avoid looking frumpy, so it's really all about the proportions. One way to help with that is to ensure that your chunky cardigan is cropped, and cropped cardigans are a great way to not only team them with high-waisted jeans, but also to tuck into skirts as well, so they're very wearable whilst making sure that you're keeping those proportions in line. So I have two examples here of the crop cardigan and one vintage inspired sweater. The crop cardigans are both from H&M, so again very affordable. The first one is coming up very bright as per usual, but I will insert cutaways of me wearing these, and this is just a very simple cream net, not too heavyweight but still warm enough for the transitional months, and it is a very simple design, cream all over with these beautiful brown buttons, and it is a deep v-neck as well. It is that great short length, so again perfect for teaming with high-waisted jeans or skirts, and just a really lovely option. And the second cardigan that I got from H&M is more of a fluffy one. I actually have a version of this in a kind of proper crew neck style, also from H&M, and it got so much usage this winter, so I was very excited to see this. It's pretty much the exact same concept, just a very fluffy white sweater that's in a cardigan format with, again, the deep V and these beautiful brown buttons. Really lovely. This one is slightly longer than the other one, but it still has that really nice crop length. And again, another one to team with absolutely everything, especially in these very neutral colorways. And then the vintage inspired cardigan I got is this one from Suzanne. Suzanne is a brand I've spoken about before. They're based in Paris and they do the most beautiful French clothing, always very chic and elegant. And I saw this sweater and I thought it was beautiful. It's actually technically a cardigan, and what I love about this is you can wear it both ways. So you can wear it just as a normal crew neck on the front. Again, I will do cutaways so you can actually see. But then on the back you do have this beautiful button detail, so you can wear that on the front as a cardigan if you wanted, or have the buttons on the back. Really versatile, very vintage inspired and pretty. It's in this beautiful kind of pale peach shade, really lovely. The buttons have this pearl effect as well, just super pretty and easy to pair with skirts. The next trend are polka dots, and I swear this one comes around every single year, but I'm not complaining because I'm possibly the biggest fan of polka dots ever. I love it. I think it's such a classic fun print, and there's just nothing more fun and flirty than a good polka dot dress in my opinion. So I have two new ones that I've added to my wardrobe. The first one is from Nordstrom, and it's this beautiful kind of tea dress. So it does button all the way down, and then it does have a tie which cinches in at the waist to give you that really nice defined shape. And it has these adorable little puff sleeves as well. Puff sleeves are another huge trend, which I'm going to be touching upon in a second, so this incorporates a few trends. It is a slightly longer length, so I'm probably going to wear this mostly with heels, just to give a little bit of added height, but I thought this was lovely. It is lined as well, so really nice quality, and just the most adorable little dress. And then the other dress that I found is a slightly bigger print, so it has much bigger polka dots, and it's this beautiful one from And Other Stories. This is a long sleeve one, so really nice to wear right now when it's still a little bit colder. I'm planning on rolling the sleeves up a little bit though, just like I do with pretty much all of my dresses. It's a really nice shirt dress. It goes all the way down, so again, another longer one, and it does have these buttons all the way at the top and a proper collar as well. So beautiful, very, very nice the touch as well. It feels very soft but also very swishy as well. Just a gorgeous piece from And Other Stories. Needless to say, I am all about the polka dot trend. The next trend are puff sleeves. This is another really fun one, very, very girly and a really good one to play around with. This is another one where you want to be careful about your proportions though. For me, I'm not a very exaggerated dresser, so when I am doing the puff sleeve trend, I want to make sure that the rest of my outfit is quite streamlined. I did order a dress and it's so awful that I wanted to mention it. I will do a cutaway shot of me wearing it. I got it from And Other Stories and it's quite possibly the worst thing that I've ever tried on, and it looked really cute on the model, but it really didn't suit me at all, and it was just so out there, and I didn't think the proportions were right because everything was quite big and it just didn't work. So for me, when I'm doing puff sleeves, I want to make sure that everything is quite fitted except for the sleeve and maybe one or two other elements, but in general I'm going very fitted with just the focus on the puff sleeve. So the example that I have here is this gorgeous little top from Free People that I got. It has a slight puff sleeve, not too crazy, because again, I'm not a particularly crazy dresser, so I wanted something pretty subtle, but it's a really lovely effect. It does have quite a narrow body as well, so really nice for tucking into skirts. Also wear this with denim if you wanted to as well. I believe this comes in a few colors. I went for the white, but I think they had a really pretty burgundy and maybe black as well. This is just a very kind of subtle effect, but which also hits the trend as well, which is exactly what I wanted. I did also get a puff sleeve top from Warehouse, which unfortunately hasn't arrived yet, but if it arrives in time for me editing this video, then I will throw it on and also show a cutaway clip of me wearing it. Very cute. It's just a plain kind of t-shirt style. It's a little bit more casual, but a really easy way to incorporate the trend. The next trend are gold chains, which I already feel like are absolutely everywhere. It started getting popular towards the end of last year, and I think we're going to see so much more of this trend in 2020. I spent a really long time finding ones I actually liked though, because a lot of them are very chunky and bold, and that's not really my style, so I wanted to find a way to incorporate the trend without looking completely different to how I usually dress. So I have two ones that I finally found on Missima, and this is through hours of searching online, by the way, but I thought these ones were beautiful. So one is a little bit more dainty than the other, and the trick I found with finding a good gold chain is making sure that the links are all pretty much the same. I found a lot of the chains which had different size links had the tendency to look a little bit chavvy, which is not really the look that I was going for. So I found the ones which had much more uniform chains to be much more wearable and just more flattering in general. So I thought this one was beautiful. And then the slightly more kind of bold one is this style right here with this beautiful little braided detail as well. Both are fairly short as well. They're not chokers by any means, but they're not really long chains, which I think helps also. And I'm just planning on wearing these with sweaters, crew neck sweaters mainly, and also a nice simple white t-shirt and some denim or a skirt. Super excited about these. The next trend is all about shoes, and it is that very 90s style shoe, and this incorporates a few different styles from the kind of barely there strappy sandal to the square-toed sandal, and sometimes shoes combine them both. These are definitely inspired by Bottega Veneta, who are coming out with a whole range of square-toed shoes which have been pretty much everywhere on Instagram. I went for a slightly cheaper option just because I didn't want to spend that much money on a passing trend, but I did find these ones from Topshop, which does have that great square toe. It does have a slightly curved heel, and it also has that knot design sandal. I thought these were really cute. I just got them in a simple white color just to team them with as many things as I could. Topshop are a great one though for all kinds of square-toed and just generally 90s inspired shoes. So if you did like this kind of style but you didn't want to spend £500 on a pair of shoes, Topshop have a lot of really nice real leather options as well for about £50 or £60. So definitely one to check out if you've been liking this trend. This is what I went for, but they have so many different styles. The next trend are leather separates, and this is another one that became popular towards the end of 2019. I think we're going to see it continue for 2020, and what's slightly more unusual is that I think we're going to see it a lot even for spring summer. Usually leather is more associated with colder months, but it's getting a bit of a reinvention for the warm months as well. I've seen a skirt which I am positively lusting after on my Teresa. It's this beautiful tan leather pencil skirt. It is so gorgeous, but it's also a little bit more money than I'd want to spend on a skirt. So I do have something already in my wardrobe that I'm going to be utilizing for the trend, which is this faux leather skirt. I've spoken about this before because it's been a firm favorite for me for a few months now. I just got this from ASOS and it was only like £30. So it's not completely true to trend in the sense that it is faux leather, but it looks and feels like the real thing. It's really nice quality for the price, and it also fits really well as well. So this is my entry to the trend. I've already been wearing it a ton with everything from blouses to sweaters. It's a really versatile piece, and for the price I don't think you can go wrong. So another trend that I'm a fan of, but one that I did already have in my wardrobe. And my next trend for spring summer are candy colours, and this is one that I'm fully embracing. I know bright colours are a bit of a trend in general. If you saw my trends that I'm missing video, I did mention neon, and neon is also going to be a big trend apparently, but it's one that I'm skipping just because I don't think it's that wearable. So instead I'm turning to candy colours, which I think are much easier to pair. Particularly lilac and lavender are really going to be big for spring summer. So I have two new additions that I got in those shades, which I'm so in love with. The first is this cardigan, so again fitting it in with that kind of granny sweater trend. It's a really nice one. It is 100% wool, again from H&M, so pretty good value for money. This one is a pretty heavyweight sweater, but I fell in love with the colour. You also get those great pockets on the front and these really lovely statement making buttons. This one is slightly longer than the other ones that I showed. I thought this would be beautiful with just a simple pair of jeans. It also perfectly matches my Lady Dior, which I was really excited about. I think the colour is just lovely. And the other piece I found is a much lighter one, so it's this very simple blouse from Warehouse. I fell in love with this colour though. How beautiful is that? And this is a good one that you can team for both work and casual wear. I always love pieces where you can do double duty, and this is a great example of that. Very easy to wear, perfect for tucking into jeans. Also skirts, just a great one to slip on and go, and the colour is right on trend. And then finally, the last piece that I'm going to share with you is this beautiful dress I found in this gorgeous sky blue. Really pretty, not quite lilac, but still very much fitting in with that kind of candy Easter colour trend. And I thought this was the loveliest thing. So it is a midi dress. It does button all the way down, but the buttons are hidden. You have two pockets on the front, and it does cinch in with its own belt as well. Really beautiful. I thought this was the loveliest thing. Very easy to wear. I have done the crease test as well, and it was a bit of a nightmare to steam, but actually it doesn't crease that easily once you do actually steam it. So I thought this is great. Another one from Warehouse, so not too expensive either, and just a really pretty dress for when it does get a little bit warmer. So that is it for this video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. I will leave links to everything I featured in the description section below, but if you do have any questions for me, then leave me a comment. If you like these trends videos, please do give this a thumbs up, and as always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye guys!